Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the importance of sleep, okay? Sleep is the most important thing you can do for yourself. No matter what you do, if you meditate, if you go for jogs, if you walk for hours, literally anything and everything you're doing, you can do it all, but if you don't get proper, adequate sleep, your life is going to feel like it's a mess, okay? So I think I was starting to have this point in my life where I was just like, yeah, let me just go on my phone before I go to bed, scroll on Instagram, just do those things. And let me just tell you, it was affecting me beyond my comprehension. Like, it affects you so much, and it was affecting me so much, okay? Every single time I go onto my phone before I go to sleep, it wrecks me the next day. Because number one, the blue light coming out of it. Number two, you're inputting so much information right before you go to sleep. And you can't get REM through your REM cycle if you are inputting this much information into your body before you go to sleep. Every single time I was going to sleep and just scrolling on my Instagram, going on my phone, posting late at night, just doing those type of things, it's so detrimental to your mental health, okay? And the way to combat this, honestly, I feel that the way to do it is literally put your phone in a separate room and completely just become present. And at first, it's gonna feel so strange, okay? It feels weird at first. Like, at first, I just wanted to go onto my phone, get that quick hit in dopamine, and just think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna scroll for a little bit, nothing's going to happen, it's not gonna affect me. Sometimes I'll even have my blue light glasses and I'll wear them and be like, yeah, it's totally fine, nothing's gonna happen. Okay, it is messing you up, okay? So number one, you have to keep the promises you make to yourself. And if you say, I'm gonna sleep tonight correctly, put your phone in the other room. You have to start doing things that you are knowing that it's gonna make you feel better for yourself. You have to start living in a way that your habits align with who you are as a person. So I noticed that I was able to actually focus this morning. I wasn't having all these negative energies from everywhere. I wasn't thinking bad thoughts about myself because I was able to get really present within myself and see that if I become so present and I don't follow my addictions, I'm going to be feeling so much better. So what I did was I just went to a coffee shop, did a little writing this morning, and instead of starting my day so much later, I was able to start my day so much earlier because I feel like I kickstarted my day by just trusting myself and knowing that I don't have to live my life in a way of following my addictions, okay? And addictions can come in many different forms. For me, it was also, let's say, having negative thoughts about myself. That's an addiction too. Thinking that you can't make it in life, that's an addiction. Just having these cycling thoughts like, I can't make it, or different things like that. Also, having leaky energy, okay? So let's say if you're going out on the road and people are, let's say, looking at you, or you are giving your energy, your sexual energy, to other people around you, that can really affect your own sacredness. And it's really important to just notice, like, am I respecting myself? Am I giving my sexual energy to other people? And eye contact also, like, that's a big one. I think that if you are just giving everybody eye contact when you go on the road, you can't really focus and feel like centered within yourself. So you have to really create that safe space within yourself and say, like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, just because people are looking doesn't mean I have to look back at all these people, right? You have to really focus, especially being a woman. You have to be really careful, like, where's my energy going? And I noticed that days that I'm able to really focus when I'm out on the road and I'm not really giving my energy out, I feel so much more present and in my center. Okay, another incredible way to really focus on your energy and I would say, how to combat insomnia. Okay, so sometimes I will notice, especially in the later hours of the night, I will have negative thoughts. And I was watching a podcast with Dr. Andrew Huberman, and he was sharing, I forget who it was with, but it was a recent one about sleep. And he was sharing that at a certain time of the night, he won't even listen to his thoughts because he knows it will pass. And he knows that at this time of the night, like, these thoughts are gonna pass, and he can't listen to them. And it's based on science, and it's actually scientifically proven that at a certain time of the night, like, your brain is just not capable of being focused and as alert as it was, let's say, in the morning hours. So you have to really be focused and present and say, like, okay, I have to notice that my thoughts aren't as clear, and I don't have to listen to them. So a really interesting thing that I started doing was, in order for me to combat my insomnia, first of all, don't listen to your negative thoughts. And saying, like, a lot of times I'll notice my negative thoughts will be like, oh, I can't make it, or just really negative thoughts, the inner critic that I have and that we all really have. We can't listen to that, especially when you notice that in the morning you don't have that inner critic, but at night you do. So if you see that within yourself, you have to realize, oh, it's really just because I'm tired and I need sleep and I need to have a fresh start. So what I will do, let's say last night, I put my phone in the other room in the bathroom. I left it on Do Not Disturb. You can also completely turn it off. I just left it on Do Not Disturb. Then what I did was, when I went to sleep, thinking about God and how great He is, I was thinking thoughts of prosperity, of positivity, of health, abundance, of wealth. The way I went to sleep dictated my day today. And I see a direct correlation between the way you go to sleep and the way you wake up. That is you. That's how you're going to feel. If you go to sleep in a negative way, you will wake up negatively. If you go to sleep in a positive way, you will wake up positively. If you go to sleep with addictions and cycling and negative thoughts, you will wake up with the negative thoughts. Let's say if I eat bad food at night, if I order Uber Eats, like just unhealthy food, I will wake up with that feeling. Like, I didn't respect myself, I didn't eat early, or I didn't eat a proper dinner. It's just these things that you notice. You have to set yourself up at night how you're going to wake up in the morning. You have to focus. You have to really take care of yourself, your nighttime routine. Don't let yourself cycle into a negative cycle. And it's really, really important, especially if you're trying to grow as a person. And if you're trying to grow your business right now, you have to really notice, like, myself, my own energy, how I'm treating myself, the way I do things. Is my energy in tune and aligned with myself? And am I cheating on myself, or am I really respecting myself? And once you see if you're respecting yourself, then you can go ahead and respect and have a business and everything. But you really have to focus on that inner self of yours, because it starts with yourself, and then you can transcend your energy to making money and having that business. But really focusing on your sleep, like, go to sleep at a proper hour. You have to go to sleep at a good hour. And let's say, like, going to sleep at 1 a.m. is not going to get you good results. You have to go to sleep at least like 10:30, latest 11. Okay, you have to actually, obviously, there are times where you go out, you have a fun time, you have a party, there are times where you go to sleep later, and which is fine, like, have fun. But then the majority of your sleep cycle, you have to be sleeping. It's going to heal you. Like, no, literally, like I mentioned earlier, no amount of therapy, meditation, anything, no walking, no jogging, nothing can compare to a good night's of sleep. Like, days that I don't sleep and I'm trying to meditate or walk or whatever and trying to, like, clear my energy, it just doesn't work. The days that I actually feel good within myself are the days that I sleep, because what sleep does, it naturally gets rid of all that energy that's built up. It also, like, when you have the REM cycle, you are then going to be releasing so much. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you basically release, like, traumas through REM cycle when your eyes naturally, I'm pretty sure it's like naturally we go through REM cycle, which is EMDR therapy. So, like, people will do that just to get rid of their traumas, but sleep can really repair it. Naturally, we go through a REM cycle where your eyes look from side to side, and you look from side to side, which is EMDR therapy. Naturally, your body will go through that process through the REM cycle. So if you are getting proper, adequate amounts of sleep, you will naturally feel, when you wake up, refreshed and good and energized. But if you aren't, you will feel groggy and low energy, and that's because you weren't able to release those traumas through the night and then wake up refreshed. So It's so, so, so important to really notice that. And definitely, I had like periods of time where I was like putting my phone in the other room for like, it was a good amount of time, and I was getting proper sleep. I felt so good, and I just went into this like negative cycle for the past little bit, and now we're tapping back into that good energy, putting your phone in the other room, getting adequate sleep, and you will see you'll be able to combat a lot of things that you're going through just naturally. And also, like with the foods you're eating, you'll be able to combat that too. Okay, so I would say that if you could take one small concept out of this whole entire YouTube video, is to notice where you have your leaky energy and say, how am I going to make a sacred space for myself? How am I going to be able to trust my own innate nature, my own gut, and say, I'm going to be respecting my own energy? How am I going to do that? So you can jot it down on a paper. You can also just literally just think like, what comes to the top of my head? Oh, I'm scrolling too much. Oh, I'm giving people my energy too much. Whatever it is, you know deeply, like, where am I cheating on myself? And then how can I respect myself? And just write down the things. Let's say, like, put a line down the middle of the paper and write down like the things that I am cheating on myself, the things that where I need to respect myself. And you will see, like, okay, I need to sleep. That's where I'm cheating on myself. I'm going on my phone. And then here, I need to start sleeping. Put my phone in the other room. So, like, you're going to have a direct, like, oh, I am ordering food late at night on Uber Eats. So then maybe I will delete the Uber Eats app, and then I will be making dinner earlier. Like, just start making a list of like things you're gonna go through your day and make it better. And I was watching a video of Lila Hermosi, and she was saying how she deletes the Uber Eats app and she'll just delete these things. She lost like 100 pounds, okay? So she'll just delete these things in her life that she knows are slowing down her progress. So if you see things in your life that are slowing down your progress, you have the power to get rid of it. Lila Hermosi also says that she sees that a person has power when they think of something and then they execute it, and there's no time between that. Let's say somebody has an idea in their mind of a good business idea, so she will say a person has power when they execute something within the same amount of time. So let's say for me, I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, pulled out the camera, made a YouTube video. Instead of dwelling on it and thinking like, oh, I wanna make a YouTube video and then take like 20 hours to make it or make it tomorrow. No, we're making it today. We're doing it now. So that's where you have your power, is respecting yourself, doing things that make you feel in the moment like you're going to gain out of it.